Hello again, everyone. My last video, I think I must have moved the camera as I was turning it on, and a lot of what I was doing was off screen, so I can't actually see what you can see at the minute because my phone is above my head. So I'm hoping that I'm slightly more in focus, or not in focus, but in shot. Today I thought I would play around with this mushroom set of stamps. There's something about them just really appeals to me, and I love all these little tiddly bits and pieces of things you can stamp around. So I'm going to have a little play, but what I'm going to do is use these two, but I want to do a bit of masking. So I will stamp this one on my card. I will make a mask for it, stamp this one so that it appears to be behind. I will make masks for both of them because then I want to put some background behind them. So if I'm stamping on top of them, I'll need to protect the images. So that's kind of what I have in mind, and I've got a range of mushroomy colours. This is my masking paper, and today I hope I'll stamp on the right side. Last time I tried to stamp on the blue side, which was a big mistake because it's the wrong side. So this is from Inkadinkadoo masking paper, and I've got this was from Amazon. It's just a general sort of mixed media type stamp. It's an all over one, but I'll probably just use bits of it. So we'll just see how we go on. The first thing I did was just to stamp these two and some others on a piece of just scrap paper, really, because I wanted to see what they would look like with each other. So I used the dark picture on here and sort of imagine the two together. I can looking at that behind and this in front. So just to get an idea of which pair of sets of mushrooms I wanted to use. So that's that one and this one. I could use that one as well. We'll see. That one is going to be much more complicated, I think, for masking, to cut around the edge of all that. There's quite a lot. So I think I'm going to use, actually, on reflection, these two. Those are the two I've got out there. Okay, let's first of all do the stamping for the mask. And I've got some brown, actually. I like to use brown because it's the colour of this kind of ink makes a really good impression, and if there's some on the stamp, it'll be all to the good if I do it any other way. Will I fit both of those on that bit? Yes, it looks like I will. Okay, there's that one. Now let's do this one. Now I'll cut both of these out. So I will whiz it up. You've heard me say before, I don't like the expression fussy cutting, but somebody referred to it as cussy cutting, which I thought was far more appropriate. Anyway, I'll do this one now. So I have got my two mushrooms stamped and cut out. I'm going to stamp now onto my card panel, and I've got an old mouse mat underneath just to make sure I get a good impression. So I think the colour I'm going to use to stamp these mushroom toadstool, whatever they are, is Scorched Timber, which is a lovely deep brown, and I want to be able to pull some of the colour from that to colour the actual mushrooms themselves. So let me just, I'll pop this one here. go. And I'll put on the mask. There we go. Now I'll stamp the other one using the same ink. Put it just behind, I think, about here. There. Okay. Now put the mask on that one. And now I'm going to do some stamping over the top. Right, looks like I've got in a bit of a pickle already, but we won't worry about it. Put that down over there. I want to use this one. And I think I'll use this sort of corner here. I'm going to keep it onto one bit of the acetate so that it's supported just a little bit, because I'm not going to put it on a block. I'm just going to use it in my finger. So let's see how we go. Put this down sort of somewhere there like that. Okay. So far, so good. Just give this a quick wipe. I've got a few more of the little stamps off this set here that I'm going to just sort of put a dodge around at the place, really. Let's just have this one. This is, it's that little one there, the little texty thing. Looks like a lot of text, doesn't it, actually? Put a bit in there. Okay. What else have we got? We've got this little one, which is more text and like a postmark. That's just covering up that mess I made there. Put that down here. Could do with something up there. What are we going to put there? How about this one? This is a little kind of meshy thing. Let's get another block. This is a bit big for this, isn't it? I seem to have all of them. Let's take this off here. That one's a little large. Just take this off. Pop that down on the desk. Now, where did I put the stamp? Here it is. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, more of the same, I think. Okay. All right. Now, around here, I thought I might... I've got this little tiny grass tuft stamp. You may remember I lost mine, and I was very, very kindly sent a replacement by a lovely lady on the Isle of Man. So, what I want to do now is... I think that might do for the background, actually. I'm just going to make a bit of fuss now of these actual mushrooms. So... I think I'll just try with water first of all, because oxides are activated by water, so I should be able to pull some of that colour off the stamping to colour the stems of the mushrooms. Just pale. Okay. Just try and activate it a bit. There we go. There. Okay. Now I thought I'd like to add a bit of sort of pinkish colour for the gills, you know, underneath. So I've got some tattered rose here. I don't know how this is going to mix with the brown, because obviously that ink is going to be activated as well as the pink. So let's get some pink on my brush. Let's just see about this. There we go. Little bits here and there. There we go. Can't see any on that one, but I'll put a bit of pink on this bit, I think, just to liven it up a bit. Okay, let's get a bit across there. Okay, now I thought just to liven this up just a trifle, I would use some red for the tops of the mushrooms. I don't think they're the same sort, but I'm going to pretend they are. Nobody's going to take me to task for it, I'm sure. Okay, here's some red. Let's get this a bit cleaner. Try again. This is Lumberjack Plaid that I picked up here. And I thought I would put little white spots on using a jelly roll pen. Let me just take a bit of this off. Okay, now I'll add a bit more. There we go. Make it just a bit deeper. There we go. I think jelly roll. I don't know if it's I'm just going on the spots where there are spots, if you know what I mean. There. Now, all I want to do is a little bit of grass, and I'm not sure whether to do brown grass or green grass. I think I'm going to do brown. I think I'll do brown. Let's just see. Maybe ruining this, but we'll just see. Oh, it's the right decision. It is the right decision. Good-o. There we go. I think that's going to do. I'm going to have to do. I've got my card base here. There's my panel. And I think I may just... I think when that's all dry, I'm going to do my old faithful glitter gloss over it. I would like to. Some of the detail underneath the gills of this one have become a little bit fuzzy because I added that water and it smudged the lines a little bit. So I think putting this over the top may just sort of mask that out a little bit. So there. Now, whether I put a sentiment on it or what, I don't know, but I quite like that. I hope you do too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.